Everyone wants to be stronger, not just physically, but in every part of life. But between confusing workout advice, complicated equipment, and trying to figure out nutrition, where does anyone even start? Well, to get stronger mentally and physically, go to Anytime Fitness. You'll get a personalized training, nutrition, and recovery plan, all customized to your body, your strength level, and your goals. You'll get expert coaching to optimize your results, anytime, anywhere, in the gym and on the Anytime Fitness app. And you'll get anytime access to 5,500 gyms worldwide, all with the right equipment to level up your strength gains and your life. So get started at AnytimeFitness.com. That's AnytimeFitness.com.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Hour number 2 here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Got OTB Mailbag coming up in about 15 minutes from now, so go ahead and get those questions inside the Bayou Ford chat. But here, I'm going to throw it back to Tay with a little LSU football injury report.
Yeah, interim coach Frank Wilson met with the media yesterday, and he had 2 pretty significant injuries. So we know about Whit Weeks. You know, he's still battling that ankle injury. He's missed past 2 games. He's questionable. It says he is like a full game time decision. He said, we'll get him out there actually today, see what he can do, kind of measure where he's at. And it's kind of a pain tolerance thing for him at this point. But then he also mentioned Carius Kern, who, if you remember, got hurt late in that game against Texas A&M. He said he's questionable as well. He did participate in a walkthrough that they did on Sunday. He said they're hopeful with him, but they are taking it day by day. Obviously, you know, Kern, huge need right now with Tyree Adams still out. He suffered that ankle sprain against Vanderbilt. So if Kern's not in, he said it looks like DJ Chester left tackle, but they could move pieces around if they need to.
Oh.
All right, so
you got to play the hand you're dealt.
Take the Whit Weeks piece first. Obviously, like, you just desperately need him back in the middle of your defense. He's not only your best player. I mean, he's the guy that brings the juice. He's the guy that
He's your emotional leader out there.
Yeah, and he kind of solidifies so many different things for you. Make sure everybody's lined up with all those things. He's all those things. And, you know, this was kind of his target date to try to get back. And so you hope that he's responding to the rehab. You hope that he's able to give you something. And if he's not, it's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. It is going to be tough. We've seen what it looks like without him in the middle of your defense. It's not, it's not like you're just missing some guy. You're missing a All-American linebacker in the middle of your defense, going against a top 5 team in the country.
Yeah, and you're not just going to replace that. Now, when people do have to step in, they've proven like the defense doesn't like fall off like tremendously. Of course, we had a bad game against A&M, but what he brings is that he's a spiritual, emotional leader. That defense, arguably the entire team, and when he's out there, there's a different feel to it, right? We saw him at the A&M game, trying to get everybody hyped up and energized and excited on the sideline. It just hits a little bit different when you got sweatpants on. Rather than football pads, you know what I mean? It doesn't hit the same, and it can't. So it would be a huge boost. I mean, even if he can get out there 50% of the snap, something like that, just get him out on the field a little bit, just to change the emotions, the feel of that game, the energy levels. Even if he can't play 100% of the snaps like he normally would, can he play in some capacity? Can he be in the pads in some capacity to get that emotional response back? Because he is undoubtedly that leader and that vocal leader on the defense. And a team that, like, when they're clicking, a defense when they're clicking, they can be electric. They can be explosive. They can be playmaking. They can be disruptive. They can be confusing. They can fly around. But if they don't play with that 100% hair on fire energy that I believe Whit Weeks is a big part of bringing to everybody, all 11 out on the field, then they're not as good of a defense. So I think if you can get him, like, emotionally, if you can get him out there even a little bit, even if he's not 100% full go, I think it would be a big boost to your defense.
Yeah, and it's something that it's just been glaring. You know, just the attention to detail, because you've got some guys playing their butts off in the back end that have really, you know, they've made
really
the plays.
saved this defense.
They've saved
in the last
a lot.
couple of weeks. They've made up for a lot of deficiencies.
I mean, AJ Halsey's like, gosh, I think it was like 38 tackles the last 3 games. Something like that. Now, like, he's doing everything he can, but also you don't want your safety to have 38 tackles in 3 games. It means they're getting to that second level.
Like, he's stopping touchdowns from the far hash on the sideline.
Yeah.
And, like, hitting these guys, and they're flying 5 yards out of bounds.
Right.
Like, flying 100% full. Like, if we can get everybody playing at that level, and I'm not saying they're not. Of course, like, it's going to look different when AJ's running than like
but
a
he's given the effort, but he's also in the right spot.
Yeah,
he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yep.
You're not getting that at every level.
He's doing his job to the fullest.
Yes.
Plus other people, plus he's making up for other deficiencies.
Yeah,
which is what good safeties do. That's your job as a safety, is to kind of make up the difference.
But can you imagine what it'd be like if your linebacker was in the right spot?
Imagine what it'd be like if you did.
It'd be a whole lot cooler. So, like, that's what we're talking about, is, like, it's not even an effort. Well, some of it is, actually. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of it is.
A lot of it's effort. We picked it out last week.
Yeah, and we put it out there, and we put it on the website. You can check that out, LouisianaSports.net.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that, and also trying to do somebody else's job before you do your job. When we say Halsey's doing somebody else's job, he's doing his job. And then after he does his job and it hits the fan, then he goes and covers up for somebody else. That's a big difference between you trying to do somebody else's job before you take care of your job.
And he's doing it pretty damn well. And they all are. That whole back end. The whole back end of the secondary is doing a really good job. So I just think, if Whit Weeks comes back, I think you get a little bit of extra buzz, a little bit extra spark. Not that you really need it. You got the interim coach bump this week. You just got embarrassed at home. And we've been in that building. We have seen, like, the energy, and it seemed like there was a team that was together despite the outside crazy noise that has never been seen before, like the crazy noise outside of that building that happened last week. It seemed like there was calm waters within that building.
Yeah.
So not that they need a Whit Weeks to be out there to get their motors running at 100%, get their emotions high, because I think it's going to be to that level. But everybody can be like that at the beginning of the game. Yeah. It's with the Whit Weeks and the leaders and things like that. Those really come to shine in the second half when games are on the line. That initial emotional rush that you get at the beginning of the game, once that wears off, that adrenaline rush wears off, then you really get to see where this team is standing. So.
All right, so for the offensive line portion of it, it's not great. It's not great. Now, It wasn't.
It's okay.
Wasn't fantastic before. I'm not trying to be funny. Just they've struggled. It's been the unit that struggled probably more than any other on your team.
Mm-hmm.
And those injury updates don't sound great.
Yep.
You have got to find the 5 guys that just find a way to work. And you have to run the football, because how are you going to get an offensive lineman settled in an atmosphere like Alabama against a good team?
Yep.
It's running the football, getting them some confidence, allowing them to be aggressive and not passive. You have to try to establish a run. And now I do think with Frank Wilson as your head coach, it is going to be priority number 1. Mm-hmm. But that's how you get a young player. Even for like a fullback. Like, I wanted, let's run giant power real quick before I've got to pass protect this 3-4 edge rusher. Yep. Let me pop the pads a little bit, and then let's go to that. So I understand that part of it. It has to be the thing that you get done. It has to be the thing that you do the best in this game against Alabama, I think, if you want to win, because that helps out a struggling offensive line, a offensive line that has not been together very often. You've got guys playing out of position. And although Alabama's defensive line is not what it once was, it's still certainly good enough to get after you and put your quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, I was watching film yesterday, and we'll get into more film tomorrow and Thursday. We'll get into a lot of some of the film studies, some of the things we're seeing. But I watched yesterday. I watched the Tennessee game, and and let me tell you, a lot of good things from Alabama. A lot of really good things. I watched their defense. I don't think they're great at any one thing. I think they're just good, solid, sound defense from top to bottom at all three levels. They don't strike a big fear factor in the pass rush standpoint. Number 42 for them, I think Yanza Pierre, I believe, is his name, defensive end. I think he might be listed as a linebacker, but plays defensive end. He's their best pass rusher, and he's got 4 sacks on the year.
Yeah.
So that, I think, is tied for like 17th or 16th, like tied with like 10 or 15 other people in the SEC. So they don't have this just kick-ass pass rusher that you have to fear. Now, he is a good player, and he plays with a high motor, and he can be disruptive, but he just hasn't gotten home a lot. He's come on in the last couple of games, I think.
Yeah.
I think he might have had 2 sacks against Tennessee, I believe. So half of his sacks came in one game, I believe. So they don't have like this one. So that's one bright spot for us. Yeah, our offensive line room hasn't been great in pass protection all around, but I also believe that they hadn't been put in a position to be the best offensive line they can be. In the running game, they certainly haven't.
Yeah.
And when they have, which is last game in the first half, they did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Harlan Berry averaged 7 yards a run in the first half and got 1 carry in the second half.
He did too well in the first half. They were like, we can't do more of that.
You know what they call that?
You got to go away from that.
They call that a fireable offense. Touche. So, like, I don't believe of course, there's been some normal pass protections where things are broken down, and that's fine. That happens everywhere. You see it at every level of football. But you also see teams in the NFL and college that have to play true freshman tackles, and they have to move things around. Do you think we're the first team to ever have an offensive line injury?
Right.
No, we're not. People plug it in, and they find ways to game plan around it. They find ways to create play calls around it. A whole team comes together and doesn't make little mistakes to put you behind the sticks.
Yeah.
There's ways to make up for it. And so I get it. The offensive line hasn't been great. But I do not believe they've been put in position to be great yet or to even be good.
Yeah.
So if we can do that, that's a big if, capital IF. I get it. Like, it's a big if. If we can do that, if you can put them in position, which we've seen periods of time where they've been good at run blocking. But it's hard to be good at run blocking when you got a pass set because you might throw an RPO behind it.
Yeah.
Hard to be good, right? Now, we've seen no hitters.
If I had to do that, it'd be very difficult for me because I needed every ounce of momentum going forward that I possibly could have.
Yep. And you got to make up, and the other guys around you have to make up for. Yeah, we've seen tackles throw no-hitters on defensive ends. We've seen guards lunge too far and throw a no-hitter on a defensive tackle. I got it. Yeah. You see that, and every single team does that every single game.
Yeah.
Look at the NFL. You got Pro Bowl tackles that throw no-hitters. But other guys make up for it, right?
Yeah.
The quarterback sees it, gets rid of the ball, throws it away. Scrambles, gets out of the pocket. Like, you see it all the time. Like, how many times did I have offensive linemen come up to Aaron Rodgers after game and like, thank the Lord. Thank you for getting it out or scrambling because, like, I threw up, like, that was terrible. That was the worst game I ever played, but I didn't give up a sack. You know what I mean?
Right.
That type of situation. There's ways to make up for it, okay? I'm just telling you, they haven't been put in a position, so I believe that you can do it. This offensive line can do it. They can do enough to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
I just don't. Nothing in Alabama's defense strikes fear in my heart.
As you were saying that, I was sitting there thinking, does it count as giving up a sack if you're kind of the one that sacks the quarterback?
Did you get a sack?
Yeah, do I get a sack? Because I gave up one in the NFL, and it was really Tamba Ali. It's crazy. My cleats turned into Heelys all of a sudden.
That's the weirdest thing.
I sacked Phillip.
The turf.
It was grass.
Bad grass, though.
I should know if I get a half a sack at least. How's that work? Yeah, but I agree with everything you said. You got to put them in better position. You have to establish the run game. You've got a young running back right now that's seeing it as well as anybody, truly. Like, you watch a tape, you watch the end zone copy, his vision's been incredible. His patience has been incredible. He is ready to burst onto the scene in a big way. This could be the game. Help your young guys out. And I'm not just saying just like old school lineup, hit your head against a brick wall type run stuff. Be creative in the run game. Throw different looks at them. Be gap scheme. Be inside, outside zone. Whatever it might be. Hell, throw a toss crack in there. You haven't done a single toss crack this year at all. It's okay to be diverse in the run game. If I pulled up the top 15 teams in the run game in the country, it would not just be inside zone 60% of the time. It would be seriously like spread out amongst like 4 or 5 different runs. That's what the best run teams in the country do outside of the service academies. But even the service academies will have different variations of what they do. Don't be predictable. Spread it out. And have some runs.
Did you just say it's okay to be diverse?
It's crazy.
In the running game?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll pull up an example.
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
I'll pull up an example a little bit later on of what I'm talking about. All right, we will step away, and when we come back, it is time to get to your questions. A little hashtag OTB Mailbag inside the Bayou 4 chat, and we'll do it right here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You can check out, see like cases they can handle in the courtroom, past client results. You can have a conversation right there on the homepage, a little live agent conversation right there. You can see what they're doing in the communities throughout the state of Louisiana. Always remember, you can pick up the phone, give them a call. It is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. They are there, and they are there for you. They can certainly help you out. Make that call today. Visit the website, getgordon.com.
That's right. Go to getgordon.com if you've been injured anywhere. So whether it's whether you're driving down the road, whether you get injured in a car accident, maybe it's on the job site, workers' comp claim, whatever it is, make sure you call Gordon and let them fight for you. Gordon McKernan Personal Injury Attorneys. They have been doing it a long time. We've seen the billboards. You've seen the work they've done in the community. And you've certainly seen the G team. But what they do every single day is fight for people in Louisiana like yourself. So you've been injured, give them a call or go see them. GetGordon.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Live from the Raising Cane studio here on a Tuesday morning. Let's go ahead and get to a little OTB mailbag.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for Off the Bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet.
What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. If Saban were to actually come back to coach at LSU, how do you think that would play out? I don't know if y'all saw the video of him celebrating his birthday. He was watching the Chiefs and Bills game from this weekend. He was in his recliner with a throw blanket, over him, looked like he was fully retired. And they sang happy birthday to him, and he's like looking at the TV the whole time. He never stopped watching.
Terry was like, sit up. And he sat up like so fast. I loved that. Was my favorite part of the video.
I don't know if I've ever seen a video of a man more retired.
Yeah, I know.
They even asked him about it on game day. And they were like, hey, is there any interest? He's like, guys, I'm the player now. Y'all are coaching me how to do this on the desk. He's like, I'm good where I'm at.
I just didn't think people were actually serious about that, but I guess they were.
Yeah.
That man is retired.
I just don't think it would go. The greatest coach of all time.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm not.
No doubt about it.
I don't think it would go as well as people think it would.
Yeah.
Because it would be solely. I mean, not solely. Okay, this isn't solely, but like he would come out of retirement if he
The
said it on
money
game
was
day if
right.
the money was right.
Right.
He loves LSU. I think there's only one job he would do that for.
Yeah.
Take the money for. But like, I don't know. I don't think maybe it would. But he's the greatest coach of all time, bar none. But I don't know if it would go quite as well as people.
I don't think so, because the reason why he retired is because of how much the landscape changed.
Now I
in
think he
college
could
football.
probably do it, but
think
Alondra, to your point, I don't think he wants to do it.
Right.
I don't think it intrigues
Like he
him.
Yeah.
would. Like he's the greatest of all time if he wants to do it.
Yeah.
And he
I
would
don't
have to
think he
win a
wants to.
championship.
That was a
here.
man that was retired.
He was so comfy.
He would have to win a championship quickly for it to be a success. Like he's 74. What does he realistically do? 3 to 4 year deal.
Right.
Guy's
And
got
if he
nothing
doesn't
left to
win
prove
one
Yeah.
in
at
2
the college
years,
level.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody's pissed off.
he left Alabama after like losing the national championship because his players kept wanting to get more money and more money and
Right.
more money,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, does he want to jump back into that? I don't know. Maybe it's
I don't think he
And
does.
I've heard the rumor, like, I heard that they offered Saban to come coach for 2 or 3 years and be the AD after that, just to like reset the culture and then be the AD. Does he want to do that? Guy's got a throw blanket, got a quilt on.
I think
Yeah.
if you were
Lounger.
actually
Yeah.
entertaining the Nick Saban idea, you're delusional.
Yeah.
Like,
And then, look, and if I'm with Alondra, but if somehow, some way it happened, then you get to be excited again.
right.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's a splash.
yeah.
It's certainly a splash. Maybe it'd be great, but like, I love that man. He's the reason I came to
Expect
LSU.
nothing.
He's the reason
He's the reason that
Yeah.
we're in these chairs right now.
No doubt about it.
Expect nothing, and you won't be disappointed.
Bingo. Absolutely.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Thanksgiving food you're most looking forward to.
My dad makes a really
Ham.
good dressing.
I love ham. I'm a ham on Thanksgiving person.
Same.
I'll eat turkey too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I'll
but
get both.
give me a honey ham.
But yeah.
No, turkey's a requirement, certainly, but it's objectively, it's not the greatest.
No.
It's just kind of a bland.
Yeah. It's not even the greatest poultry.
No.
No,
No.
no, my dad makes a good dressing. A really good
Dressing's
one.
the
I
best
like
part of the. I love a green bean
I
casserole.
was just
Yeah.
about to say the same
Like,
thing.
and
Great.
don't church it up.
No. Just a simple green bean
Yeah, I need
casserole.
cream and mushroom. I need that.
Yes.
I need the
French
fried.
onion on
French-
top.
I
Yep,
need the
Yeah, that's
fried
good.
onions out of the
Yeah.
can.
that's right.
I don't
Yeah,
need you to
don't
fry.
throw-
Don't fry your
yeah.
own onions.
The little red one, little red can.
Yeah,
Another one you're
absolutely.
talking about.
It's Campbell's.
Don't church it up.
I mean, mashed potatoes are obviously
I need a sweet potato casserole.
that
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
The rolls.
Sometimes you go to like a big,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Roll.
hey, which one?
Turn into
Which
Tic
one do you
Tacs.
want? Do you want mashed potatoes, dressing, or such? And I'm like, well, all of them.
Yeah, give
because
me
you
all
got to
of it.
throw them all on the plate.
Yeah.
Then put gravy that connects all of them together.
Yeah.
The gravy river.
You know, when I was younger, I could not stand sweet potato. Now it is like one of my favorite.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Who would be a realistic hire that we would actually be upset about? So not somebody you'd want, but somebody that's realistic that you would, if they hire James Franklin,
Yeah, that would be
That's-
that's the answer.
I'm turning in my headset.
That's the
That's
answer.
what I was
Dabo
thinking, but I just
would be
Yeah,
realistic.
Dabo,
I was
yes.
gonna say define
And this
realistic.
Is, yeah, and this is nothing against James Franklin. I think he's a good football coach.
No,
But
you're just getting Brian Kelly Jr.
Yeah, you just
yes.
had James
You're getting
Franklin.
the same thing that you just got, which again can work in places. This is not one of the places.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one. This might be a hot take.
Well, but
He's-
define realistic though.
He's the leading candidate on the Vegas odds. It's Joe Brady.
Yeah,
that's-
I don't
there's
get
no
Vegas
way.
doing
not
that.
want Joe
There's
Brady.
no way.
I don't
I
think
don't-
he would do it though, because like
think
the
I would be
reason
disappointed in
He
him.
left. It was always like he just wants to call plays. He doesn't want to recruit. He doesn't want to do any of that.
Right.
If that's still the case, then yeah, that's a
Yeah.
What is
bad
he like
hire.
plus 200 or something that we saw? It was
Yeah,
like
he's like the
That's
leader.
dumb.
how?
That's dumb that he's leading the odds.
So that one, I guess that's the OTB stance. Is we'd be disappointed if like the
Yeah.
odds-on favorite is the head coach.
I know y'all are different. I love him. I feel the same way. Joe Brady or Kelvin Shepard. I'm the same way with both of them. I really am. Like I love Shep. I need somebody who's at least been a head coach in some capacity.
I
And
see
that's
it.
just me personally.
Yeah, I think Shep much better
Much better than Joe Brady.
than Joe Brady set up for, just because of where college football is going, how he could connect with the players, him having a true passion for LSU, not a pit stop on his way to his next stepping stone job. This isn't a stepping stone job. This is a destination, let me end my career if I can there type job. So I don't put those anywhere close to the same.
I don't put them anywhere in the same at all, besides the fact that neither one of them have been a head coach. I don't think that if you got like the right stuff and the right juice behind you, Kelvin's one of those guys that's like, he's never written a speech down.
Yeah.
He might hit like 3 words of talking points, but Joe Brady seems like the guy that's writing the whole speech down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
He does.
Not that I would have to do that
He's a
too.
read from the prompter type
He's
of
a
guy.
read from the, and I get it. Like I'm not a talker like Kelvin Shepard either, and that's not a knock on anybody. But like, you talk about a leader of men, a guy that can like the connectability, the emotional connection that he can. It's good. It's good. So no, not in the same level. Respectfully.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. You could get, hey Shep.
Maybe disrespectfully. We disrespectfully disagree with you.
Yeah. Hey Shep, give me 5 minutes. Come talk to the team. He's ready to go. There's no notes. There's no teleprompter. He's just ready.
Nothing.
Ready to go. All right. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Can I get Flynn to sign my Hester jersey that I got from Pro Dreams a few weeks ago? If so, what's the easiest for you all to make that happen? Let's bring it to the studio or the station. Drop it off at the front. Flynn would love to sign
but if I got to sign a
jersey.
Hester jersey, I'm going to put some stuff that's a little NSFW on it.
That's fine. I think he'd probably appreciate that.
I'll make sure he signs it, but you got to pay me $50 to do it.
Try to
You don't have to pay
stack
Matt.
of cash, and Matt's in.
You ever seen that video of Tom Brady signing autographs, signing all his jerseys, and all of a sudden
and
Eli Manning pops up?
That would be you.
I would sign it like that.
Let's see. Nobody mentioned carrot souffle for Thanksgiving favorite. I put that and sweet potato casserole in the same category. I do prefer carrot souffle over sweet potato casserole. They're pretty much the same thing, but they have their. It's different enough. When I go to Piccadilly, a carrot souffle hates to see me coming. I'm just letting you know. So
I was about to say,
I'm right there
like
with
a
you.
Piccadilly guy.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Don't worry.
Hot take here. Don't like sweet potatoes.
I knew when you didn't say anything, you didn't.
I don't like them. I think they're a waste of space.
Oh, it's
I love sweet
Just
potatoes.
incredibly healthy for you.
It could be a side.
A lot of
It could be a
benefits.
dessert.
I like if they're.
I'll take it anyway.
You
Any
roast.
fried.
You roast a sweet potato and
Oh.
you put salt on it and make
Yeah.
it savory.
Mhm.
But like churching it up in the sweet, like when people put like marshmallows on
I'm with
top.
you
and
on
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I love
marshmallows
that.
on
I
top.
love the marshmallow.
Give me brown
the
sugar, cinnamon.
No, I'm
Yes.
with you.
Give me all of it.
I like
all
it
of
more
it.
savory.
I like
know.
it savory.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
But
not
it's a
biased. I'll
sweet
take it either
potato,
way.
guys.
Yeah. It's not a salty potato.
It's a sweet potato.
It's called a yam.
That is weird.
Huh?
Sweet potato and yam.
Yeah,
I
but
don't like that.
like, okay, sweet potato. Save it for dessert then.
No.
It doesn't belong on my Thanksgiving plate.
Oh, it
I don't want
belongs-
the sweet and savory. I don't want that
It's
mix.
the
I don't want
A-list
that
actor on
combination.
my plate.
It's up there.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
You just hadn't had a good one. It's okay.
No,
I'll make it for you.
a good one's still pretty bad.
Nope. You hadn't had a good one, obviously, with that take.
Carrot souffle. Ugh.
This is more of a comment. When Tyler Shucks signed my little kid's ball, there were no other signatures on the ball, but this dude tried to sign the size of a quarter.
Indictment.
Yeah, you got to take the whole ball up, man.
Absolute
You
indictment.
got to
There-
go balls deep in there, you know? You got to sign the
Got
whole
to.
thing.
Got to.
I
You're
was
John Hancock.
Yep. It's got to be all on there.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
Herbie
see.
Hancock.
I was a manager at Piccadilly when we introduced carrot souffle.
What an electric day.
Signed me up for a great time.
Wow.
A lot of trying to keep up and trying to see which ones I can actually read here.
Line was probably out the door all the way to I-10.
Can y'all both sign a Florida jersey?
No.
Oh, I'll sign a jersey. You might not like what I write on there, but I'll sign it. I'd sign a Chris Doring jersey. That's the only one.
Again, NSFW.
Yeah, for sure. And CD would only want it that way.
No, I don't even think I would try to put something funny or demeaning on there. Because that would make, no, I don't even think I would do that. Florida sucks.
Yeah, they do.
True.
I hope they're a good program. But they suck.
Yeah. I want to be relevant that when we beat them, it hurts.
Yeah. We want their fans to cry. We want their starting quarterbacks. Heisman's to cry.
Yeah, they've been known to do that here. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. LC's Plate and Pie got a Michelin recommendation. Thoughts?
Did it
It
really?
feels like a casual restaurant for it
I
to
don't
be
know.
Michelin.
There's some casual restaurants.
Okay, I just don't know what the
Yeah,
requirement
Not
is.
like
that.
super casual, but
Y'all, I eat at Piccadilly. I don't know. Y'all got
Well, 'cause, like,
y'all got this one.
I hear stuff like that, more cash restaurants getting it, and then I hear like 5-star restaurants being like, we have to get our Michelin star. Like, what actually goes into that?
right.
We can ask it on Munchies.
We could ask it on Munchies. That's what I think of when I want to think of a culinary experience. What does a tire company think?
They're definitely the same. Yeah,
Definitely the same.
it has to be the
That's what I
same
always
Michelin.
think. Absolutely. 100%.
But
Would
no,
you
shout out? Cool.
Would you sign a T-Bob jersey? And if so, what would it say?
I would just sign it really small in honor of his hands.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Tiny feet, tiny hands, tiny signature,
The mouse always wins.
tiny writing. That's what you put.
That stupid mouse.
T-Bob loves that mouse, though.
He does.
He is a Disney adult. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. This comes from Bama Gump. Can I get a never lost to Alabama autograph? Yeah, I'll sign that for you. You're talking about 9-0 between the two of us over here, Bo.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good record.
Pretty good.
Some say perfect.
Some would say.
Hey, what's the next head coach need to do? That. Even though, one of the guys that did most of that heavy lifting. Well, I wouldn't say most. That's two of the three for you.
Yeah.
Because Les was 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this guy's fully retired. But the next guy that comes in, that'd be fun. How about we do that?
Do that.
That'd be cool.
Beat Florida every third year or whatever.
Oh, I just want to talk about it. All right. That's a OTB Mailbag. When we come back, there was a quote from Frank Wilson that I definitely want to explore when it comes to how LSU has practiced since he became the interim head coach. And we'll break that down for you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotafbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotafbatonrouge.com. Buy new, leasing, renting, everything is available to you. And if you've got a trip coming up to go watch the Tigers play, the Saints play, if you're going on the road to watch the Saints play, you got a lot of time for conversation, a lot of things to really dive into. You really got to check your heart. But if you do, that's incredible for you because it means you're a true fan. Or if you've got a trip planned for the holidays, right? Go ahead and rent a Toyota. Go ahead and take those miles off your car. Go ahead and get something bigger because maybe you need a little bit more room. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Get something bigger. Get something better. It's called a Toyota right there at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. If you are in that time of life where it is time to upgrade, time to get something else, maybe you got a couple more kiddos, need a few more seats in the car. Well, go check them out. You can start the whole process right there online. They got everything that's on the lot available to see on their website. So you go start shopping right now, today, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Tuesday morning. If you're looking for a partner who builds smarter, safer, and stronger, that is Pala, Louisiana's leader in industrial construction, maintenance, and fabrication. From the Gulf Coast to across the country, Pala delivers quality work with safety and integrity at the forefront of every single project. So whether it's heavy construction or precision maintenance, trust the team that's been doing it right for over 50 years. You can learn more at palagroup.com. That is palagroup.com. All right. So one of the quotes, and I'm going to pull it up, make sure I've got it right here, from Frank Wilson yesterday. All right. They want to practice more game-like situations because Blake Baker, the defensive coordinator, is asking for a more realistic look in practices that are going to translate better to the games. That's
troublesome.
Oh my gosh,
That's troubling when I heard it.
And I could feel Blake's pain as soon as I heard it. This is, oof. It's troublesome because Matt and I went out to a practice and we saw it. And we weren't trying to like be funny. We weren't trying to kid. Like we went to the practice and it felt like, and we brought out, our sons and we were like getting set up or whatever and kind of finding a spot for them to watch practice. And it was like,
Just got done with like the niceties with the staff, like saying hi to everybody.
Right. Marucci and Bonnet. What's up,
Settling
guys?
in
How's
to
it
watch
going?
practice.
Yeah. And they blow the horn.
Mm-hmm.
We're like,
All right.
oh, it's training camp. They're going to get them all up and be like, hey, we need this intensity today.
Yep.
We got to do this. We got to really hone in on this. And then they started to like break it down and go into their position groups and start to take the tape off their wrist. And I'm like, wait, they're done? They're done? And then people that we know around the program that have been around the program, they saw the look on our face and they're like, yeah, like that hour and 15 minutes.
That's what we do now.
So that's not surprising to hear that. And if you're Blake Baker and you're trying to get ready for whatever, but certainly a team that's going to try to run the football, you got to work on your gap integrity. You got to work on two-gapping things. You got to work on inside shoulder, take this on, outside shoulders free. I got like you got to work on those things. And in that quote, that is somebody that feels like they were frustrated because they weren't given that opportunity. And they had to do it probably by getting the backup defense to come over and do it for the first team defense.
Right.
And probably more of like a walkthrough pace.
Right.
Instead of like a full go of it. That can't happen. I'm not saying you turn it back to the Junction Boys, but that can't happen.
We were talking about training camp.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
This isn't midweek, right? This isn't game.
What you should still do that during the midweek to some extent, but this is training camp.
It's training camp.
Getting ready for a Clemson team, right? That had a running quarterback.
And this was like wasn't it a Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Saturday in training camp. So it's not like a traditional day where you'd have like a light work day or a pullback, like a rest and recovery type day.
Right.
It was a Saturday in training camp. Like usually those are some ball busting days.
It's a GATA day. Get after that ace day.
Yeah. It's 8.
That's true.
44, you can say
Yeah,
it.
I can say it. Well, I'm up 1-0.
We talk like, regular human stuff. And it wasn't that. I mean, you know what I heard Blake Baker say? Well, I heard Blake Baker say right there without saying it.
Yep.
Via Frank Wilson. I heard him say that our offense hasn't been able to show us enough in the running game, even when we go good versus good in practice, even when we go 1 versus 1s, like how much is an inside zone or an RPO going to really let my defense work on their fits, work on their hat placements, work on their hand placements, work on getting off a block, work on getting popped, getting double teamed, seeing a guard pull. How we're not seeing that. Yeah. And we're not seeing it, at least we're not seeing it at full speed, full go capacity. Like I'm sure they're getting it from the scout team because, of course, the scout team's going to go and they're going to run counters, they're going to run powers, they're going to run all the things that our offense probably hasn't been doing.
Yeah. But you need it good on good.
Yeah, but you said it a couple of segments ago. Like you're allowed to, as an offense, you are allowed to show creativity in the running game. You are allowed to show diversity in a running game, and we just haven't done it to that certain extent. Sure, a couple of games ago we ran 4 counters. All right, cool.
Still had to run a power.
Still running power. 4 counters. I mean, hate to say it's not a lot.
No.
So
we're in November and LSU football hasn't run a power. Louisiana State University has not run a power.
If Frank wants to endear himself to OTB,
first play
of the game,
first
power,
first play,
21 personnel. I don't think we have 21 personnel, but
install
you
it.
can imagine what it'd be like if we did. Anyway, that's what I heard. I said we haven't got. I heard Blake say we haven't gotten the looks, we haven't gotten the intensity, we hadn't got the work from a physicality standpoint, and we're still really good on defense.
Right.
Yeah, we've had a couple bad games, we've had some bad moments, whatever. But think of how good we could be if we just practiced
The way you're
a
supposed
little
to
bit normal.
practice. Yeah, that's infuriating.
And we are making a wide judgment
I
based
don't
on
care.
that one practice.
I don't care.
We didn't see every practice.
I saw
okay?
others that were pretty similar. But
the
pretty similar.
response from people that we did know there, that was like, yeah, that's kind of, you know.
They knew
That's kinda what-
they
they
knew
knew
by
the look on
our
our
faces that we were going to question it. It's the first thing that like 6 people said to us.
And you can say it's, the new way of doing things, NFL style type practices. Go to Saints practice. Longer than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never had an NFL training camp. Like there's, and again, in training camp, there is days where it's like a lighter work day. It's a pullback day. It's a, we're going to go hour and a half instead of 2.5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that there's live periods involved in that. I don't know. It's interesting.
I find it very interesting because you could tell that was like, hey, when everything happens, Blake probably went in there. Hey, can we practice normal now? Like, can we do that? Like, can we be physical for a period or two? Can we have good on good? Hell, it can be half line. It doesn't even have to be the full. Like, can we get half line work in today?
No,
Like, can that be something we do?
More than half line.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I know what
He'll
you're saying.
take what he
Just
can get.
I mean, it makes sense that a football team that has to go full speed on Saturdays in the SEC would do something. I mean, do that a little bit. And I guess they probably have. Like, we have to preface this with, like, we didn't see every period of every training camp. So we're making some generalities here. But they told you all you needed to tell you yesterday when Frank said, "Hey, we need a better work. We need to get some intensity. We need to get some pads popping.
Right.
We need to play a little bit more game speed because we hadn't got it." And I can tell you, based on the running game at LSU and the lack of diversity in that running game, that they hadn't seen a lot of looks. They hadn't seen the looks that they got at Vanderbilt.
Nope.
Because Vanderbilt does everything, and they do everything pretty well. Every type of running play.
I'm gonna when we come back, I'm going to give you the top rushing team in the country that's not a service academy, because Navy, Air Force, and Army are 3 of the top 4. I'm going to give you the non-service academy option team, and we're going to break down what the diversity of their run game looks like when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website for Central Plumbing. You guessed it. But remember, it's not only in Central, it's in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. So if you need help, if you have an emergency, 24/7, 365 weekend, game day, holiday, 225-925-8552 is that number. Now, it's not only in emergencies either. If you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can certainly come in and they can do that as well. You can go tankless today with a tankless water heater, all that at centralplumbing.org.
They can handle any size job, whether it's just a running toilet, whether it's a full-blown factory. It doesn't really matter. They have a fleet of trucks, a fleet of plumbers out there that are experts. They've been doing it a long time. The Payne family, the experts in the Baton Rouge area. And go to their website, centralplumbing.org. You can see all their list of services, what they can do. But more importantly, you can see their 24/7 emergency service phone number, 225-925-8552. Let them help you whenever something happens. Centralplumbing.org.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. So, when you look at the top rushing teams in the country, as far as yards per game, top 5 is Navy, Air Force, Utah, Army, and Indiana. Jacksonville State's actually ahead of Indiana. Indiana's 6th. So let's look up Utah. They run it for 267 yards per game. Let's look at the diversity of that run game. Outside zone, 5% of the time. Inside zone, 23% of the time. Duo, 10% of the time. Power, 32% of the time. Counter, 19% of the time. And then you got little draw here, pull lead here. But it is inside zone, it's duo, it's power, it's counter, spread, right? Diverse, more than one look. And one of the best rushing teams in the country because guess what? You don't know what's going to come.
You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
So the top rushing team, again, outside of the service academies, has run power 120 times of 377 run plays. And Louisiana State University doesn't have one. Not a true natural lineup. Give the running back the ball with a pulling guard power.
Got an opportunity this week. Run as many powers as you want.
You could always do it, but yes, you also have that opportunity this week.
Mm-hmm. Now, we have implemented the counter in the last couple of weeks, which is a pulling guard plus a pulling tight end usually.
You know what? And Utah shows you can run both.
What?
They've run 120 of one and 68 of the other. It's crazy.
Getting a little greedy.
We'll be back.
Off the bench.